Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is someone wants to perform an evil act on you once they have you alone. The scripture comes from Song of Solomon 5:1. I am come into my garden, my sister, my spouse. I have gathered my myrrh and my spice. I have eaten my honeycomb with my honey. I have drunk my wine with my milk. Eat, oh friends. Drink, yeah, drink abundantly, oh beloved. This is wild. But anywho, God said for somebody, be careful now. There's somebody that wants to put a spell on you. And they want to put this spell on you by performing a sexual act. I have come into my garden, my sister, my spouse. I gather my myrrh, my spice, eating my honeycomb and my honey, drunk my wine with my milk. Like when I read over that, I know that there are certain traditions that are in our Bibles that, what I'm saying, when you start looking at it, it seems like spell work. But when I started going over this, immediately I thought of spell work. I thought of someone putting together herbs, putting together different things to create a spell. Now, the odd thing about this is that this comes from Song of Solomon. This is about a husband and a wife. This is Solomon speaking to one of his wives. And I feel like it could be a situation where this is your spouse. But I just feel like God is saying you have to be careful because it could be a situation where this may be a spouse to you, but not the spouse that God chose for you. And you have to be careful about that because I just feel like women are different from men. And when a woman is intimate with someone, it typically causes a soul tie, a connection. And I just feel like God is saying that this is somebody, like that's literally what I'm thinking about is, honestly. I know some of y'all don't want to hear this, but somebody that like thinking they want to put it on you in such a way, okay, that you gonna do what they want you to do, and you know what I'm saying, regardless of what they want. Like you gonna sit out, you gonna shut up, and you gonna just accept whatever. And God said, be careful. Be careful because even if you know what I'm saying, you could think in your mind that you love this person, you want to be with this person, and if that's just what they want, but God said you don't even realize that, like, just because they may be nice for now, they may be sweet for now, but baby, they, still the same person, and it's just a situation where this person is just gone. I just feel like this would be forever y'all getting along and then y'all into it and y'all getting along and y'all into it and y'all, it's gonna be the same thing over and over again, and every time y'all get into it, it will escalate until such an extent that ain't gonna be no more you, and that's just ain't gonna be no more you, and that's what it is. And you know what I'm saying, sometimes it could be a situation where you doing exactly what the person asked you to do and they still get mad. And if it's that kind of, like, you dealing with somebody that don't like you, okay, it's not what you're doing, it's not what you look like, it's you specifically, it's you. And I feel like that's what God, like, it's you. And even if this person say out their mouth that they in love with you, God said their hearts are far from it. This person do not love you. They don't have no love for you at all. At all. God says as soon as they get you alone, they want to hurt you. As soon as they get you alone, they want to cause you harm. And they going to mistake it. Like, I just feel like it's masked as something that's not hurtful. And it could be a situation where somebody act like they want to, you know what I'm saying, be intimate with you. And then they get you along and they hurt you. And somebody can hurt you with intimacy. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I just feel like it's that kind of, like, somebody want to hurt somebody. And regardless to if this is something that, regardless to they experience something like that, maybe they experienced somebody that said that they wanted to be in a romantic relationship with them, but they actually meant evil, and now they doing that to you. But it could also be a situation where this person just don't like you. To be honest, it could also, baby, God just spoke, like, one thing God just brought to my heart. For some of y'all, it could be somebody else that's sicking somebody up on you. If it's a situation where, because I know one thing, I know this, baby. Every time I mention something that I have going on with my mama, it all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, my ex would start tripping, and it's kind of making me feel like they in cahoots, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to just be a conspiracy theorist, but and I know that ain't nobody got that much power. But baby, it is very odd and strange that every time I have some kind of complaint, that all of a sudden he acting some kind of way. Every time a video come out about a mama doing their daughter some kind of way, he start acting some kind of way. Every time, you know what I'm saying? I just be peeping stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't already saw her do it before, you know what I'm saying? So I don't put nothing past her. And some people will try to say, well, you don't know what you're talking about. First of all, I know other people mamas have done it, first of all. Second of all, I have caught her in the act, okay? And people have come to me talking about what she would do. And because of all of this information, you just can't tell me that I'm just tripping. And I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. And I just feel like God is saying sometimes you have to be careful when you have stuff like that going on, because sometimes people will purposely sick somebody on you just to hurt you. Like, I had to think about what this man did. This man slashed my tire of my car and then told me try to get away with that. Huh? What did I talk about recently? If this relationship don't work out, I'm leaving. Who would feel some kind of way about that? But see, I actually took out the time, effort, and energy. I think about stuff, y'all. Like, man, just because I don't be talking don't mean I don't think. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about that. That's odd. That's strange to me. The same person that you know what I'm saying, that need rides back and forth, why would he slash my tire? Why would that happen? Why is he trying to make me scared to stay at my house? But I just felt like when it come down to it, God said you got to be careful. And that could be like, you know what I'm saying, I could be tripping. He could just be acting the way that he usually acts. You know what I'm saying? It could be just normal for him. It could. But at the same time, it could be a situation where something else going on. I know one thing. I don't care if I got to get on the bus. I'm out of here. I'm not playing. And you know what I'm saying? I'm serious. I'm not dealing with this no more. I'm not dealing with it. I don't care if I got to get on a plane with just one shoe. I'm not dealing with this no more. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, and I'm sick of it some more. I'm going to have a happy life. I'm going to have a man to myself. I'm going to have some kids. I'm going to have a house. And if I don't have to if it have to be a situation where I cut off everybody except for 5 people that I really rock with, then that's just going to be it. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. God said be careful. You have to be careful. You have to be careful. You have to be careful for wolves in sheep's clothing. Somebody could come to you, you know what I'm saying? And it seemed like, and then, you know what I'm just being honest, man. Baby, God said you got to be careful. 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 You got to be careful, because there's some real wicked people out here. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.